World War II, a conflict that reshaped the world, left entire nations in ruins, and claimed millions of lives. But beyond the stories of heroism, sacrifice, and devastation, lies a staggering reality. Let's get into the raw numbers that define this global struggle. Number 1. The cost in lives. Over 70 million people lost their lives during World War II, which was roughly 3% of the world's population in 1940. The Soviet Union alone suffered 27 million casualties, nearly 14% of its entire population. In the Holocaust, 6 million Jews were systematically murdered by the Nazis, along with millions of others, including 2 million Soviet POWs, 1.8 million non-Jewish Polish civilians, and 250,000 disabled individuals. Number 2. Military power and destruction. The Allies dropped approximately 3.4 million tons of bombs during the war. That's nearly 27,000 bombs every single day from 1939 to 1945. During the Battle of Stalingrad, over 2 million soldiers and civilians were killed, wounded, or captured, making it one of the bloodiest battles in history. The atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima in 1945 killed 140,000 people in an instant, while the Nagasaki bomb added another 74,000 deaths. Number 3. The economic impact. The United States spent $341 billion on World War II, equivalent to about $5 trillion today. Germany's economy was nearly 70% destroyed by Allied bombings, which led to severe food shortages and homelessness for millions. In the span of the war, Britain went from one of the world's top creditors to being $3 billion in debt, equivalent to $40 billion today. Number 4. Technological and industrial scale. The United States produced 300,000 military aircraft, 100,000 tanks, and 12 million rifles throughout the war. During D-Day, June 6, 1944, the Allies landed 156,000 troops, using 5,000 ships and 11,000 planes in a single operation. Germany's infamous V-2 rocket, the world's first long-range guided ballistic missile, could travel at 3,500 miles per hour, making it nearly impossible to intercept. Number 5. Scale of mobilization. Over 100 million people were mobilized for military service worldwide, including 16 million Americans, about 1 in 8 US citizens. The German army had 13 million soldiers at its peak, while the Soviet Union had nearly 12 million soldiers. In Japan, the kamikaze program saw 3,800 pilots sacrifice their lives. Number 6. Cultural and psychological impact. An estimated 1 in 3 European women were subjected to sexual violence during the Soviet advance into Germany. In the US, 120,000 Japanese Americans were forcibly relocated to internment camps despite the majority being US citizens. Over 60 million people became refugees by the end of the war, leading to one of the largest human migrations in history. Number 7. Post-war effects. Germany was split into 4 occupied zones and did not reunify until 1990. The war led directly to the creation of the United Nations in 1945, with the goal of preventing another global conflict. The Marshall Plan, introduced by the United States, provided $13 billion, $160 billion today, to help rebuild European economies after the war. From the millions of lives lost to the billions of dollars spent, from the deadliest battles to the technological breakthroughs, this is World War II in numbers.